Yeah, the first thing is that whether we sit on the chair or the floor, but even in tradition you sit on the floor because in India everybody used to sit on the floor. That's one thing. And second, because sitting on the floor sometimes depends on what you mean by that. If you really, in one way, if you really want yourself to be the physical body, let's say if you feel like you're weak, if you can sit on the floor and if you can do the full lotus, half lotus, because if you do those posture, usually your whole muscle will be tied up, really like in the right proportion. That maybe for physical reason is much more efficient. But you know that, but if that makes you really suffering too much, don't. don't. But I would suggest you have to learn, try to sit on the floor at home and don't force yourself, like maybe sit very short time. You don't need to start with like meditate to sit on the floor. You can, when I say sit on the floor, I mean sitting. Like you can have a bench, like no such a thing. You can sit in and watch your TV, read your book, but you can sit on the floor. But actually, certainly a good meditator not necessarily because of sitting on the floor. You know, that's fine. But you must understand still the tradition going on, and for certain reason, if you really want to do it, there are very subtle things there. If you can sit on the floor, still matter. Just very subtle thing. But not for the beginner, that's fine. Okay. And but the other thing is one day maybe you're going to teach meditation, you say, I don't know how to sit on the floor, nobody will trust you also. That's one of the such a reason also. Okay, especially if you go to Asia, you say, oh, I do meditation, but I only sit on the sofa. You can meditate. But of course I cannot say that for sure. I mean, like, I don't mean that you don't sit on the floor, you are not a meditator. I cannot say that for sure. At least still where it comes from, it's almost like very hard to believe that if you really advance, I'm saying. I don't know whether it's true, I cannot tell you for sure, okay? The second is, sorry, what's the second question? Is the animals, yes. Yeah, you may. But do remember, even though you do the meditate on animal, if it does easier for you, you can start with it. But you still have to do with the human. Because one of the purpose of doing this learning kind of meditation, or I mean these three meditation, three types of meditation, it's actually to not just make yourself feel better, it's also become a very powerful tool for you to deal with the human relationship problem. So, and then you still have to meditate on human. Now let me say one more thing, even actually that I don't really want to say that. If you are meditating at home, if you can do further, or sometimes even in your life, you get very angry with the person, okay? And the person is somehow always with you. Maybe stay in the same room, I mean, you know, same house if you're a student. So I've been a student, I know very well about this. And why this person don't wash the dish all the time, you know, like that. And I always have to wash, you have this. Or you're in a relationship. So you get very angry with your husband or your wife or all your partners, whatever. So what I want to say is that then you can also do the meditation. Because actually, technically, you have to learn from the airless person to the neutral person, and then to the hostile, less hostile, to the most hostile person, and then to a group of person, and then to all directions. But that's really long time skill. But anyway, at least you have to, if that happened to you, and then you have to deal with the problem, because this person is always facing, you are always facing the same person. So what you have to do is that, depends on people, but I find that compassion may be help. Like, oh, that person is so horrible. He's so suffering. And then you feel the suffering. And somehow you also more understand the person too. And then wish that person be out of that. And then you somehow relieve your anger. And once you relieve the anger, I mean the unhappy feelings, so you see the person again, you still know he might be doing the same thing, but you will not hook up with the anxiety, you know. And actually, maybe you have a better even approach to the person. And that's how the friendship still retain, right? You know what I'm saying, okay? Any other questions?
Is this meditation is more so that it looks like you're sending metta to other people and wishing them well, but it's really work on yourself to soften your heart?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. That you have to do that also. Another thing is that usually we separate two things. Our mind is very subtle, as I say. When we do meditation, we must know we're doing meditation. Like, I wish these people be well and happy. I don't necessarily have to wish, really want these people, I mean, no, that's wrong English. I don't necessarily have to expect these people when I finish meditation, when you go back home, they smile to you, okay? No, because you actually just do meditation in order, using this object to do meditation. And then after when you finish the meditation, what in Buddhist tradition, we have a word called, in Chinese called 回向, okay? But in English, usually we translate as a transferring marriage. It means that first you have to recognize you have a good mind, now your mind is very clear, very pure now, and then you just meditate almost a similar way. But this time intentionally, you just want to do the blessing for the person, okay? Separate the two, I get it now. Then don't make it confused. Like when you finish the meditation, then you stop, recognizing like what I just mentioned, always must do that. Back, understand what they are, and then now you can do the loving kindness or compassion, and then you wish like the people, and then you wish the people, let's say the person wants to divorce. I'm joking. But it's true sometimes. You really desperately want to divorce, and then you really think they must divorce. I'm joking. I don't change on the subject. Say that person wants to have a lot of money. Okay, you are not judging. You just that's what you want. Having money is no sin. Okay, no problem. It's just the way is how you use the money, spend the money on it, right? So and then you just wish that person be fulfilling. You wish you are doing a transfer of marriage. Okay, separate the two things. All right. Any other? No other questions? Take the last. It's not very easy to meet me. Actually, I'm very busy. But it's true. I'm not joking. If you go to monastery, you say, "Oh, I want to meet the abbot." No, sometimes I don't go out, and also because there's 2 monasteries in New York City, I have to go up and down, and I have to go to Boston to teach, and I fly here. Actually, next week I have to go to Maryland, so I will travel, and I have to go to Asia also. And actually, I'm very happy because next month I'm going to Asia. I have my only trip for 3 weeks doing meditation. I forget everything. I'm so looking forward to that because there are so many things I need to practice too. But anyway, so I have to express something. One thing is that really nice to meet you all, and so really thank you for this Purdue Buddhist Society. Is it society or associations? Because this two I always get. Okay, society. Invite me here to have a nice time with you, and not only because you feel nice, I guess it's also I feel nice for your attendance. I think the most important thing is that you learn something. I believe that you can use try to use it every day, do a little meditation every day, and to remember one other thing also. When you see the person, you can meditate already. Okay, you don't have to be when you look at the people or you talk to the people. Okay, people will hate you. Okay, you still, or when you feel that your mind feeling the person is not nice to you, or when you feel you're not very happy, change it. Just may I be happy or may I be happy like that. So let your mind be focused. Don't strain your energy. You know what I mean? Always keep your side positive. So and then you will know what I mean later. You become a positive person. Look at the thing and you have become more understandable person too, and more patient. That's actually is a quality everybody needs. You have such a friend too. The same way you need to be like that. And maybe there's another question is that, do I have to still do meditation every day? Yes. And just like, men usually they wake up, you do some push-up like that, right? Why? It looks better. I'm joking. And you feel this way pumping your heart, it makes you more healthier, right? And or maybe women, I don't know what they do. Maybe a little, I don't know, maybe yoga or makes slender, I don't know. Because anyway, what I want to say is just like that. Even though sometimes you need every day, even though you don't have time, but the longer time you can spend, like people do the gym sometimes, right? They fix the time. Or the longer time you do, the better your mental health they are, because then you become much stronger. Because you have to always face challenge again and again in your life. But one thing I think the good thing for you, I guess, is I have done many meditation techniques in the past. Okay, then I choose to introduce this method because I think it's one of the best methods for you to deal with your life, your anxiety, your study, your career, and then your friendship, and even your relationship and all, with your partners, your spouse, and all this. And then I the main idea of Buddhism that people live in harmony and happy, and also we are trying to be the best person, and also best to ourselves, best to others. And thank you for the Purdue Buddhist Society. And then if you have time, really try to support them. Sometimes you don't have time, give them money. Okay, I'm joking.